Island, Shelby Drive, look alive.
Hey y'all, welcome to Down to the Wire with Courtney and Shanell. I'm Courtney.
I'm Shanell.
And welcome back for episode 1.
Episode 1, we are here.
We are, and we have a great show in store for y'all. We have some great topics. I think you'll get a lot of laughs. Some of you may be a little triggered by the things we're going to talk about today, but you know what? I think y'all enjoy it. So Shanell, what do we have on the topics for today?
So coming up today, March Madness is upon us, and we'll break down our picks. Also, the Browns move closer to greatness. Some people are saying they are an automatic bid for AFC North champions. And we want to know if the NBA MVP race got a little bit more crowded. So we'll get into that.
All right, well, we'll start with March Madness. Y'all already know who I'm rocking with. The same team I've been rocking with, UNC Chapel Hill.
That's so
They're taking
safe.
the chip. They're taking the chip. That's my team.
I know, but it's so safe. Like, you can never go wrong.
Okay.
Shout out to y'all. Like, you can never go. It's like the Patriots. Like, you can never go wrong for saying that.
No, we not the Patriots.
Not saying. I'm just saying, like,
the Patriots of college basketball.
No way.
What?
No way.
Duke is maybe not in terms of like greatness, but in terms of everyone hates them.
Okay, I'll give you that. But I mean, like, if I'm going with the team to win, I'm going to say the Patriots. First of all, and I'm going to say North Carolina. But that's your team, so that's different.
My team. I've been riding with them since day one. Who you got?
I have Villanova. I like them. You know, I know triggered. You might be triggered. But, yeah, I like them. I think that they're well-rounded. Their backcourt is amazing. I like them to win it all.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be excited to see them play each other again and chip. Well, you know what? It's not on my birthday this year, so
You're triggered. You are definitely triggered.
You know, we're not even going to get into that today. But, all right, so what we got up next?
Cleveland Browns are a joke no more. Let's go over the moves that they've made in, like, what? 4 hours?
4 hours.
4 hours.
So this was on the 9th. What was that, Friday?
Yes.
Friday afternoon. All of a sudden, the Cleveland Browns got a whole lot better. They got Tyrod Taylor from the Bills at QB, Jarvis Landry from the Dolphins at wide receiver, and Demarius Randall from the Packers at quarterback. I think these are some game-changing moves. I really do.
I agree. I don't think they're an automatic bid for AFC North. I'm not going to say that. I think they're better. They're better. They're not going to be winless.
No, they're definitely not going to be winless.
So I'll give them that, but I'm not giving them.
I mean, honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say that they a playoff contender, but like they already had once Josh Gordon came back,
right.
They started playing better already. They didn't win, but they started playing better.
I'm saying they didn't win.
But now they have some crucial pieces now that they didn't have. And I think that, honestly, they'll probably beat the Ravens once, if not twice.
I mean, I'll give them, I think that they're going to, you know, make the AFC North a little bit more interesting.
Definitely.
They're not going to be like that team where it's like, well, at least we have the win. Right?
Yeah, you're not gonna say that about them anymore. I
think they'll get some wins in their division. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, they'll get some wins in the league, I believe. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that they will win their division. Maybe a wild card. Maybe.
I think, why are you saying that?
Maybe.
But why are you saying
because
that?
I know that division and. I'm not giving it. I don't think that.
My sister Chanel is a diehard Steelers.
I am a Steelers fan. I don't think that. But even if you take the Steelers out of it,
okay.
I don't think that they would. I can't see them be sweeping the Steelers. I cannot see that. Absolutely not. They're not sweeping the Steelers. I can't see them. I can see them sweeping the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens got a lot.
Cincy,
they gotta fix. I will say that I don't think that'll be a sweep because they still have their wide receivers are still.
But I think they are going to make the
division a lot.
Right, the division is just got a little bit more interesting,
definitely.
And it'll get more interesting as we see, you know, some people getting paid or not getting paid. You know, we'll see. Triggered
or not.
Yeah.
So the NBA MVP race, we think it just got a little bit. I think it's been interesting, but we have our top 5, and of course the person that everyone's talking about that they think is the automatic winner, James Harden. Do you agree?
I agree. He is hands down, he is the MVP. In my opinion, people might get triggered. That's fine. He got He got robbed last year. I don't care what anybody has to say. We're not gonna talk about it.
I was riding for Russell all last year.
We're in a new year. We're in a new season. But I do think he is an automatic. That guy is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, he is like the best I've seen him so far, and he just keeps getting better.
And I mean, he does lead the league in pretty much like all of the important things.
Right.
He averages 31.3 points per game. Like, and that he's leader in that. The only thing that he doesn't lead in is field goal percentage, in which he's at 44.8%, where pretty much everyone else, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Greek Freak, they're all above 50%. But I will say, like, I do think that he'll win, but I'll give y'all my top 5, and you can agree or disagree. This is how I feel. So, number 1, I'm going to still rock with James Harden. Number 2, I'm going to say Kyrie, because not that the Celtics weren't already a solid team, but I think he has brought something to them that IT didn't bring. I think he's brought something to them that they hadn't had in a while. So they're winning. They're like beating people by a lot. Like, the joints don't even be close. Number 3, LeBron James, of course. Number 4, I don't like him, but KD. I mean, he be balling every game. Like, you know, he really don't have off games, so I'll give you that. Number 5, the Greek Freak. He's balling this season too. Like, I think James Harden is the number 1 overall, but I think everybody else is kind of up for grabs. So depending on how everyone decides to vote and all that good stuff, it'll be an interesting turnout. Cause who knows? There could be an upset like last year, even though I think my boy Westbrook, I think he deserves that one.
So let me hear your...
James Harden, Kyrie, LeBron James, KD, Greek Freak.
Okay. Mine's a little different.
Okay, what you got?
My top 5, I have James Harden, of course. Number 2, I have Anthony Davis. He has been amazing. Everyone thought that the season was done after Boogie went down. Like, they thought it was over. But since January 26th, which when it happened, he's been averaging 32 points a game and 12 rebounds. That is monsters. And, I mean, he's putting the entire team on his back. Granted, I mean, it was in January, but before January, he didn't have to do it because he had Boogie. Mm-hmm. So, that's why he's my number 2. The 3, I'm putting LeBron James, just because what he's doing.
We had the same one for that one.
You had 3 for him? Yeah, he's just the show doesn't stop with him. Like,
he traded the whole team.
It doesn't stop.
It was still able to bounce back the very next game.
It doesn't stop. Like, he is just like, okay, you guys aren't gonna help me. Cool. I'm gonna do it myself. I guess I gotta. Okay, I guess I don't feel like it. I don't want to, but if I have to, I guess I'll do it. Mm-hmm. And then 4th, I have Kevin Durant. Did you have me 4th?
Yeah, I had KD 4th.
I had KD 4th, and then Greek Freak is 5th.
Yeah.
And then I have.
She has a bonus.
I have a little like honorable mention.
Who you got?
Damian Lillard. He is like impressive. Like, since February, which is, I mean, it's only been a month, but he's averaging 26, 4, and 6.
Yeah.
I like him. I mean, James Harden has been doing it since the beginning of the season, so you can't take that away from him.
Right.
But Damian Lillard has been, I mean, he just knocked off the Rockets. Yeah. They were going for 18. Yeah. So, I mean, he's an honorable mention. He is like tiptoeing number 5 for me.
Okay, all right. So, this next segment that we have for y'all is called Tee 'em Up, because there are some things happened this week, and we have to talk about them.
We have to.
Because I don't understand. Like, number 1, my baby.
Yeah. I'll let you tee him up.
OBJ, like I've been riding for you. And you gonna get caught on camera smoking a blunt
while she's
chopping up cocaine next to you.
She has the lines ready. Like she's ready.
Like, what? Come on. Ready. Like, come on. You're smarter than this.
I don't know.
Smarter than this. OBJ, I'm talking to you. You're smarter than this. I like to think. I just feel like, obviously, he may not be the best judge of character. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to pray for him. I'm going to pray for you. And hopefully that don't affect this deal that you're trying to sign right now.
But my question is for him, like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Like, who's letting you do this? You're a grown man. Like, I get it. But nobody's like,
You probably shouldn't be with that.
Yeah, like, bruh, like, you know, bruh, relax. Like, we got this.
Right, we about to go do this.
Right, I just don't.
Yeah, no.
I just don't understand what's going through his head.
Some people in his circle that don't have his best interest.
That's what I think, yeah.
And I just feel like you should have learned from other people's mistakes that you shouldn't have to reinvent the wheel because it's already been done. Right. You've seen players fall from grace for this very same reason. And like last season, dog, you were hurt and played 2 games. Right. Like, so you already have so much to prove. You already have so many people saying stuff about you. Why are you giving them more ammo? Why?
And just for me, I'm just like, you are so good. Like, let's not make it seem like he is this, you know, bottom, like he's on the bottom of the, you know, list. He is top. Like, he would make like my top 5. And it's just like, you were hurt, like you said. Mm-hmm. All this stuff going on with the Giants. It's so much stuff going on.
I got a question for you. AB or LBJ?
There's no way I'm picking AB before anybody, and I promise you it's not because I'm a fan. I'm a Steelers fan. I'm picking AB before Julio. I'm picking AB before Odell Beckham. I'm picking AB before anybody.
So tell me what Grayson Allen did.
So yesterday, during the Duke and North Carolina game, I think North Carolina had just scored, and Grayson Allen, he poked his like butt out as somebody was running. But the thing about it was that
he's not kicking people.
The thing about it was that he was facing like forward, and the guy was like, he timed it perfectly. Like, he is like,
of course he did.
I was like, he timed it perfectly. Like, right as the guy was like running, he like stuck his like butt out, and the guy like fell. And they gave him like I think they gave him a flagrant.
Good.
One. Yeah, so
he does so much all the time, and it's like, he's a good player. Mm-hmm. He is a good player. He doesn't have to do the dirty things that he does. Maybe he's learning from Draymond Green. Who knows? But like,
Zaza.
Yeah, pulling people down while they're already down on the ground. He's
pretty bad.
Like,
like fake falling.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna fake fall
on somebody?
And then on Russ. Like, don't do Russ. Like,
I just feel like you don't have to do these things. Like, you don't. He really doesn't need that edge because he's already playing well. The team's already playing well. You don't have to play dirty to get an edge.
But it's just like, maybe that's just in his character. Like, he's just
a jerk.
Yeah,
I believe it.
He's just a jerk. Because it's like, it wasn't the end of the game.
Right.
It was like one of the, like, it was in the beginning of the game. Mm-hmm. So I'm like watching. I was like, wait, what? Like, what do you get from that? Like, haha, I got you. Or were you intentionally trying to hurt him? Or were you just trying to be a jerk?
Annoying. He was just trying to be.
That's annoying. That's, yeah, so tee him up for that.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, your boy Juju.
First of all, Juju Smith-Schuster, I love him.
I love him too.
But
it's hilarious.
First of all, he's trying to get LeBron James to play on the Steelers. Like, can we play Le'Veon first? Like, like let's priorities, people. Priorities. But he has been wearing the same jersey for like 4 days. Like, I get he's trying to get LeBron James. 4 days. He went on the Undisputed with it. He had like a picture the day after with it. And then he went to the game.
You think he got multiple jerseys?
No.
Or it's the same one? He just hasn't washed it?
No. He don't have. If he has multiple LeBron James, it's a LeBron James one.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He should not have multiple, like.
Okay. But I try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
And James Conner like wrote on his Instagram and was like, bro, you nasty. Like, you had that. He wrote on his Instagram like, you had that shirt on. You had that jersey on for the last like 3 days. Like, come on, I need you to watch. Like,
come on, you know it's staying.
So I'm gonna tee him up for that. I'm gonna tee him up for that. I'm gonna tee him up for that.
All right, so you've come to the end of our show. We've got one last segment for you. It is called 2-minute drill. So we have 2 minutes.
No timeouts.
No timeouts. No stoppages. Just back and forth. We gonna each take a topic. We gonna tell you our thoughts on it, and we gonna run it up. So we will start with Shanell. Go ahead, start them up.
So, Le'Veon Bell versus the Steelers. Whose side am I on? I was on the Steelers side for a little bit. I think I'm still on their side. I'm on the Steelers side. I want them to pay him. I'm on the Steelers side. Le'Veon, you gave us one solid season. I get you want your money. You deserve your money. But $14 million? $14 million. Like, come on. $14 million. For somebody who has been suspended for drugs, and you want want Antonio Brown money?
All right.
I'm on the Steelers side.
All right, so I got Kirk Cousins and his $91 million from the Vikings. That is absurd. that's really all I can say about it is that is absurd. That is a lot of money. I get it that they just cleared the NFL just cleared up all this cap space and they have the money to blow. I get that. I think he signed 3 years, either 3 or 5 year deal. I can't remember off the top of my head. But for $91 million, like the Vikings already had it was three. The Vikings already had Sam Bradford, Case Keenum, and Teddy. Like, you didn't need another QB. You already kind of have something that worked. So I think to bring in Kirk Cousins, that's not a bad choice. But to pay him $91 million to do
for
what?
Anybody to pay him $91 million.
He's never won a playoff game. The only season that the Redskins went to the playoffs with him, he did not beat a team that had a winning record.
Triggered. Somebody's triggered watching this.
I don't care. I don't like the Redskins. Yeah. I don't like Kirk Cousins. I think this was a dumb move. Go ahead.
All right, and favorite NFL Combine moment. I'm petty. I don't care. Taron Johnson. That might have been. It was hilarious. It was so many other great moments, but that right there, I was like, this is why we play. Like, this is why we watch.
What did he do?
They were doing the drill, and he was doing like great. And then I think it was whoever was throwing the ball, they weren't on it. Like, the communication wasn't. And before he could even turn around, the ball just like
popped him
right on the forehead. Like, just popped him like.
The way Monday hit me.
Just popped him. Yeah, just popped him like, ooh. This bill getting taken out of my account. Like, this type of pop. So that was my best moment. I'm petty. I don't care. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was my favorite moment.
So number 1 overall NFL draft, I've got my boy Saquon Barkley from Penn State. I think that any team would be a great addition to any team at running back. But Saquon Barkley, I would love it if the Panthers would take him, but that's not gonna happen. But the Browns, I think he could be a great addition to this new Browns team that we have.
Yeah, I don't trust the Browns with
new people,
with new quarterback. Yeah,
I think at running back he could be. I said Saquon's going first.
Yeah. All right. Raptors snap Rockets 17 game win streak. Are the Raptors real? Yes, I do think that they're real. Not real enough to make it to the finals, but I think they're real enough to make some noise in the playoffs. They're real enough to not get swept by the Cavs. I don't see them getting swept by the Cavs. So I do think they're realer than last year. Okay. So I'll say that.
Okay. All right. Best NFL off-season move. I'm going to give you my best and my worst so far. I'm going to go with my worst first. I think the Seahawks getting rid of Richard Sherman. I think that they left themselves in a hole because it wasn't like Richard Sherman was regressing. Like, he wasn't his playing. Yeah, he got hurt, but he was still doing what they needed him to do. And now they may fill that position in the draft. They may find someone, but I think maybe the Seahawks are just going to be rebuilding altogether because there's a lot of pieces that they're missing. And they talk about getting rid of Jimmy Graham. Mm-hmm. And I think if they do that, that'll be very stupid as well. Yeah. I'll take him. Panthers definitely use another tight end.
I'll take him too.
Right, but if they want to get rid of him, best off-season move, the Rams.
I was gonna say that if you didn't say
Rams.
that, Sean McVay.
They doing it. The Rams about to be great because they moving this offseason. They are finding the perfect pieces.
Sorry,
of their puzzle.
You didn't say what their move was because I interrupted you. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So they picked up Marcus Peters from the Chiefs and got Aqib Talib up out of Denver.
That's a move.
It really is. A move. It really
That's
is.
A move. Steph Curry ankle injury. How much does it affect the Warriors? It doesn't at all.
No, it really doesn't. The game's going.
He tweaks his ankle every year, and they win
multiple times.
Yeah, I don't. They have Kevin Durant. They have
enough weapons for nothing. It literally will not.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. He'll be fine. He'll be playing next
by
month.
The finals. Yes,
he'll be fine.
He'll be here way before.
I think it's just a story. Like, it's just people are like, oh my gosh, Steph Curry is
right. Because anytime a key component on your team gets hurt, you think that it will affect the team. And in this case, it
just like when Kevin Durant, he was out for,
and nobody even knew.
They were like, "Oh my gosh, this is it!" Like
Right.
the Cavs are winning. He came back. They were like
no one even knew
lost,
that he was out. Like literally, it was to the point that where they were like, "Oh wait, is KD playing? No, he's still not playing." Okay.
"Oh, I forgot."
Like,
Clay just got 40 points. Oh, okay, not Clay. Draymond. Like it's just
that's the kind of team that the Wizards need to be.
The Wizards.
All right, last but not least, according to LBJ, no matter what the seed is, if he's in your house game 1, it will be challenging. Is that still true? I say yes. LBJ is never going to just like fall over and die. Like he's never just going to give a game away. They traded and picked up all these brand new pieces, and the very next game when they didn't play those new guys, they still won. And the game that they did play them, they still won. Right. So, like, now they just figured out the pieces to their puzzle. And I think that no matter who it is, I won't say that he's going to come through and be the East champs anymore, because I do think that there are other contenders in the East. But I do think that it will still be a very competitive game. Whoever's playing him is going to have to play.
It doesn't matter where. Game 1, anywhere. It's game 1 of the NBA. I mean, it's not...
The playoffs, right?
But and it's LeBron. Like you add, it's like on top of it.
You're not just about to sleep on game 1 just because it's game 1.
Right.
Like no, you're gonna play. And you're gonna play like you have some sense. Wow, y'all, that was our show. We hope you enjoyed the first episode. If you haven't already, I hope it's not too late to make a bracket. If it is, sorry, but the link will be under this video once again.
Yes. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Yes, Down to the Wire with Courtney and Shanell.
Follow us on Twitter too.
Yeah, at the Coco Chanel on Instagram and on Twitter.
At CBSmitty94 on Instagram and Twitter as well. This was Down to the Wire. You guys have a good day.
See you guys next time.
901 Shelby Drive, look alive, look alive. Came up on this side, now they